Okay, onto the handle. This is going to be the handle body, and we're going to take the white walnut. We're going to get 4 pieces out of it. We're going to laminate 2 pieces to the top and 2 pieces to the bottom, and we're going to drill a hole 5/16 in order to push this rod through. And these, what we're going to do is we're going to stand this up and we're going to stand that up, and I need to get 2 90-degree brackets. That way we'll dado them in, we'll fancy these up, come up with a nice little pattern to make them look good with the table. Maybe match that ring going around. But whatever, we'll figure out a pretty cool pattern, and we'll hide the steel brackets so you can't see them. Same with the rod, but everything will be reinforced since the table is hardwood and it's got some weight, especially when the legs are inside of it and it's being transported around. We want the handle to be really strong. So I marked out my fancy marking gauge that I made, but we just set the depth to the white walnut and then used it to mark this. Now we'll cut a strip out of this. We'll cut it down to size. I'm thinking somewhere around 7.5 inches, and go from there. So let's get started. More to go. Alright, quick explanation before we continue. This is the laminated block that we did the other day. All I did was exit out to find the center and dent a little hole in the dead center. That way it's like a little guide. What I want to do before I put it on the lathe is I want to drill the hole that's going to run through. for the handle. Okay, so what we do is we have 4 of these, 2 of them, the inside that's going to go to the handle. When we turn this on the lathe, did these to about 5/8, and now all I did was get a piece of wood lath, clamp it down. Same thing that I'm going to on this side. Oh, in order to get these markings, which I'll zoom in, this is going to go here, and then we're just going to tighten up the clamp, and it's just going to wedge it in place. But so you guys can see, these lines, this 1/8 of an inch up top, this line right here, this line going across just represents this little space right here. Right? That's concealing the top of the metal brace that's going to be inside. That way, hopefully it's not going to be able to be seen at all by the time we're done with this. And then I figured out if it's going to be a 5/8 inch bit that we're going through, I did the 5/8 plus the 1/8 of an inch in order to get here, so it's a 1/2 inch down. And then we just found the center, and once we have our little X, just dent a little hole. Now we're going to clamp it down, and we're going to drill. The point of the wood lath is in order to give us a little bit of space to work. The next stuff. Well, in order to get this little pile of stuff right here to look like this, what we do is we do a mock setup, meaning just take the base, slide that in. This doesn't really matter for the first part. And then you get your 2 pieces that are going together the way they need to be going together, and you slide it on over. And what happens is, what's going to happen is you're going to wind up with a space. See? Where it's not touching the wood. And all I did was I got a Sharpie, marked it out in purple, and I'm just gonna, with the sander that is right there, all we do is take this,